I'm Maria Bruno.
I'm Ainslee Johnson-Brown.
We're with Ohioans Against Extremism.
We were getting together today because we had planned some cute little scripted videos, well thought out, curated, loosely. And then while I was waiting on Maria, I get a news alert that I'm sure you have seen by now about the shooting of Charlie Kirk. Undeniably, no matter where it comes from, political violence is on our list. It is extremist, no matter which side, left, right, or center that it's coming from, and we are against it.
This just happened.
Like 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago. Whenever we actually get this out, it just happened. And
yeah, we still don't know the outcome.
Anything. Yeah. We don't know who it was. We don't know why they did it.
But it doesn't matter. It's terrorism. I would say we're demoralized. Like that news really just kind of took the wind out of my sails today.
As someone who does a lot of random political speaking engagement,
you do?
It's kind of intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been at student, events outside with a microphone in a tent. And so it does definitely hit really close to home. And I want to be clear that it's a privilege that just now is when it hit this close to home.
Yeah.
Because I know that a lot of people have been dealing with threats of violence. God knows every elementary school kid in the country has been dealing with a threat of violence. This is not how we can solve our problem. This is someone who is exercising his First Amendment rights and
an influencer, a political
influencer. And I don't agree with pretty much everything that he tries to influence, literally everything. But this doesn't end anywhere good.
And we want to be able to go back and forth with the Charlie Kirks of the world so we can explain exactly why their ideas are so bad, what we don't want, what we are not encouraging, what we have to acknowledge and make an explicit stance against is what has happened today.
I had things to say, and then now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, I don't even know what I want to say.
I mean, but maybe that's...
Here's what I'll say.
Okay.
I will find something to say. One thing that I have talked about that I haven't necessarily talked about publicly, and I'm going to be annoyingly vague at this stage, but I have been having real conversations with actual, Republicans who are classic conservatives. These are people that if you saw both of us and you saw our social media presence, whatever it would be, you would be shocked that we are speaking while we figure out how we work with each other productively. I want to share that that's happening because when I have even mentioned this to people, everyone said the same thing, and it was really interesting, which is like, that gives me hope.
Yeah.
Because if you two can sit in a room together, like, maybe we can figure this out.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what it comes down to, is the people who want us to be fighting each other are provoking the differences among us. And I think, the first conversation I had with this person I'm talking about was us sitting down, looking each other in the eye and going, look, I've lived here my whole life. I care about this state, and I think this is fucked up. And that person saying, look, I've lived here my whole life. This is my state, this is my home, and I think this is fucked up. And we have to figure out how we both get to stay here and thrive and feel like we are represented by our government officials, and that we can go to the grocery store safely. Like, these are all things that are really important to both of us, even though politically we agree on nearly nothing. And so I'm practicing what I preach when I say have conversations with people who disagree with you about stuff. And if for no other reason than to build the community, to prevent the caricatures being built about each other. I think that's the thing that can happen when you are dealing with this online anonymous engagement. You're talking to a stranger. This is someone I had engaged with online, and we weren't particularly kind to each other. And then yet when I'm sitting next to them, I feel totally different because I'm sitting there sharing a coffee going, this really is just another Ohioan trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, we need to be having more conversations in person and fewer conversations online. I told them straight up, I was like, we communicate better in person. Like, when we try to text, communicate, we tend to get...
We talk at each other. It's different.
And I think that that's true of a lot of people. And I think we've really gotten so used to talking to each other in flat surfaces, like in text form, that we forget how much like intonation matters and being able to look someone in the eye matters. There's a lot in politics that is encouraging people to listen to their worst instincts. And I guess we're just explicitly saying maybe you go the other way with that. have tougher conversations with people we don't agree with on stuff, and figure out how everyone can live together. Because there's no way that this kind of violence ends somewhere better for everyone.
And to add to, the idea of there being hope or offering hope, there are quite a few organizations, some of which are our community partners, some of which are doing work either in other states or outside of our universe. But I have noticed a concerted effort to deliver the tools to average citizens to more effectively participate in the process, so that they don't feel like their only option is to pull a trigger because they don't know how to make their voice heard in a meaningful way. Voting, it's important, but what are the things that you can do in between those election cycles that can ensure that what your opinions matter?
We have to be honest about the fact that things really suck right now.
Yeah.
Stuff's getting more expensive. People are getting angrier. It feels like all the political divisions are only getting wider.
And it feels like it's becoming a matter of survival. Like literally survival.
It
literally
does.
Being able to put gas in your car, feed your family. The electric bills are insane.
Like, people kind of roll their eyes because I complain about billionaires so much. But like, so many people are barely getting by, and it doesn't matter their race, their culture, their religion, their zip code. Like, so many people are struggling to get by, and there is a small group of people that are living with wealth beyond our wildest imagination. And so it's like this is artificial scarcity. What we are experiencing is artificial scarcity, and what these people in power want is for us to be fighting with each other over the bread, rather than demanding that we get more bread. I think we need to figure out how to constructively argue again.
And maybe that's the next
Honestly,
round.
I'm going to check my phone and see if anything has changed.
Maybe that's the next round of thing. Like, instead of enough of the bullshit, like, you can't just shoot people. Because you can't.
Yeah, enough with the bullshit. Also, you can't
just shoot people. Like, that's not, you can't do that. It's hard to know.
We're going to have to extend our motto. Okay, I just see a lot of opinions, but no additional facts. And I think that's maybe the other point, is like, put your phone down. You're not actually getting critical information. You're just getting everyone's rage texts. And like, we actually don't have to subject ourselves to a bunch of random opinions of worked up random people on the internet. So we're the group that talks about political violence a lot. So we figured in this moment it's kind of important to talk about why we do this. And we're recognizing our responsibility to not provoke tensions for the sake of provoking tensions and getting a smart-ass comment in. I know that there's a lot to say about this person in particular. And you don't have to be fake about it. We feel like we have to have opinions about everything. We have to say something about everything. And it's like, actually, you don't. You can actually just sit there, not go online and read 4,000 hot takes about what you should think about this, and just go outside.
I don't know about you, but I am, again, drained by the day. So I would like to take our own advice and go touch some grass, because it is actually gorgeous outside. Before it snows tomorrow, because it's Ohio.
Tonight we're going to find something to do that gives us joy, whatever that looks like.
I'm going to get some ice cream.
Ooh,
that's been my thing lately.
Ice gives me joy.
Listen, there are some Ohio-based brands that we love to talk sponsorship, because we eat your brand.
We'd be happy to eat your ice cream on camera. Here. If you're interested in giving money to us for us to eat ice cream on camera, we are interested. And this is really open to any Ohio-based food entity.
We'll get there.
We're really off track. Yeah.
We'll get there. I need ice cream and maybe a cocktail or five.
Yeah. What was the motto? Enough with the bullshit.
And you can't just shoot each other.
But you can't just shoot each other.
You can't just do that.
That's now our full motto.
No, don't do it.
Tell your friends.
Violence.
Bad. All right. Go touch the grass.